Boom! What is going on, everybody? And welcome back to the greatest combat sports and culture show in the entire universe, the Fight Podcast. This is episode 263, and I'm really humbled to have this dude on the show today, man. This dude is one of the best in the world. We're talking about a two-time national champion in wrestling. We're talking about one of the, if not the best bantamweight in Bellator right now. Hey, who's calling it? I'll say it. Fuck it. I'll go ahead and say it. We're talking about the man, the myth, the legend, Raufeon Super Stots, brother. What it do? Welcome to the show.
What's up, man? Like always, man. Love to be here. Lovely introduction, man. I got me pumped. I'm like I'm on the other side of the cage, ready to put it down, beat somebody up. So let's go.
Bruce Buffer, whoever, man, I
Hey, y'all
got you. I'm
better
gonna
look
take
out.
your gigs.
You better get your shit together. Get your shit together, because it's almost time to pack out and move out.
There it is, man. Well, brother, thank you so much for joining me on the show today, man. Always a pleasure to have you on, man. Bro, you're fucking killing it, man.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I'm trying, man. I'm just trying to get better, trying to improve, man. Trying to chase down these belts, chase down these good fights. So,
Well, look, I'm glad you said it, man, because Bellator's 135-pound weight class is nasty.
it's that, man.
And
It's coming. It's
and I
coming
don't know
up.
what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but Bellator truly has been coming up. Not only with your weight class, but 135 might arguably be the best weight class across all of MMA.
Yeah.
Just to keep it a bean. It
Yeah.
really is that
Hey.
dope, man. Speak to it a little bit, man. Speak to 135. Why? What is it about it that is so fire?
Man, they got. I mean, they as far as their recruiting and like the talent they're finding, it's just a lot of top prospects that kind of like got overlooked or just outbid pretty much at
Facts.
the end of the day. And
Yeah.
so it's making for a super interesting, super fire field bantamweight division. And I'm excited to be in the mix.
And dude, I mean, bro, like I put it on the marquee so people know it. Absolutely top five in Bellator. Like I said, they don't do the same ranking
Yeah.
system, obviously, as the UFC,
Yep.
but you're absolutely top five. And here's the
Absolutely.
crazy thing about it. Not only are you top five, bro, you got your teammate in the top five also.
We out
You
here,
know,
bro. We out here. We
you-
chasing down belts. We gonna get it one way or the other, man.
So let me ask you this.
Right.
You got Sergio out there, you know what I'm saying,
Yep.
who's your teammate, you got the
Yep.
champion and everything. So speak to how this works, man, because you guys are teammates, you getting iron obviously sharpens iron,
Yep.
y'all getting it cracking, but bro,
Yep.
that
Yeah.
weight class is sick. So tell me, how does this work out?
So I mean, the way I see it happening, Sergio is probably gonna have the next fight, next crack at the title. And I'm guaranteed, I'm pretty sure Sergio's finna take the title. So down the
Hey,
line,
and Juan
I say,
Archuleta is a beast. Not to knock Juan, because Juan is
yeah,
definitely like
Juan is a
he's
beast. Juan is a
super
monster.
dope.
Juan
Yeah.
deserved to be there, just like
Mhm.
anybody else. But I mean, I have confidence in my training partner. I have confidence in the way we train, and kind of like the situation that's going on with Usman and Gilbert. But I don't know,
Ooh.
like me and Serge are, I don't want to say we're more, I mean, I'm more connected to him because I'm getting around with him, or I'm getting rounds with him each and every day. Sometimes it's just me and him. You know what I mean? Our team isn't as big, so we don't have
Right.
that as far as like what you call that variety of people to train with. Like we have
So y'all got to get in there with each other.
exactly, we got a small elite group, but
True.
we're always in there with each other. And the other thing is, like, since we have a small elite group, I'm never like Raufeon when he has a fight coming up, and he's never Sergio when I have a fight coming up. So we're always like helping each other, and like we got to give each other the different looks, and we got to learn the different stuff because we don't have the luxury of a lot of different training partners. You know what I mean? So
True.
so
True.
like
but it's beneficial because both of y'all are killing it.
To my coaches and my training partner I got a bunch of training partners, but Sergio is top two training partners that have helped me as far as my progression. You know what I mean? And I would like to say the same about him and his grappling.
Yeah. I was gonna say that, man, because even him looking at his style, his grappling has improved so much. Because I
Yep.
remember the first time I actually even saw Buddy compete, I was at the UFC event in Chicago when he competed against Alex Caceres. I was actually there, and
Oh
those one of
yeah,
those
I
things
was there.
that
That was my first UFC I ever went to.
are you serious, bro, fam?
Yeah,
I bullshit you not. I was sitting cage side. I was on the other side. I was sitting there with Shoney Carter
that's crazy. I was there with
and
Jens
all those
Pover, bro. We probably seen,
dog.
bro. I went to an after party. You
Wait.
was probably at with Sean Carter and freaking Phyllis Herring or
Yes,
something, and the
bro.
the the commentator dude. Dang it,
Dude, I bullshit. I was
that's
sitting right
crazy.
there. I was sitting, you know what? I was next to Brian Butler and all those over there.
That's
Dog, I
crazy,
was
bro.
right there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I was
And
around there. I was around that same freaking what's the I got a picture. I'm gonna show you. I got a picture that night. I got a picture with Dana White. I gotta show you, bro.
that's
That's
hilarious.
crazy.
That
You
means, yo,
probably in the
fam, that
back of the
means,
picture, bro. That's
boy,
crazy.
seriously, sitting there
Small
chilling in the
world, man.
back.
Small world. That's crazy, bro.
Small world, man. Yeah, yo, because at the after party, I was there that night and shit too. I was kicking it. Like, yes, I was absolutely. So we've definitely been around each other,
For
which
sure.
is
That's
hilarious.
crazy, man. That's
That's nuts. That,
crazy.
but in
Wow.
talking about that one though, fam, like that's how his grappling from there has definitely evolved,
Yeah, for
and then
sure.
yours, and then looking at your striking. I mean, seeing from shit your days LFA all the way through now and shit, and even before that. I mean, bro, you're not a grappling threat. That people don't even think of you as a
Exactly.
grappler. They're thinking about you putting these paws on them. And
That's
so,
the
for instance, you just had this Keith Lee fight. Talk to me about that fight because I feel like, at least to me, you really were able to showcase all of your skills because he's tough as fuck and
yeah.
he wasn't just gonna go.
Yep.
So please talk to
Exactly.
that one a little bit.
So
Yeah,
for me, that was a good fight. That was a big fight and a good fight for me. Keith Lee is probably one person that I respect the most on the roster of the UFC.
that's
Just
what's up.
kind of listen to a little bit of his story, like where he's come from, how he represents his family and
Mhm.
his religion very well. So like I saw a lot of myself in him. So I
Yeah.
was worried for myself that I was like gonna take it easy on him because I like him a lot. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like it's
right,
easy to beat
right.
up somebody that you don't know. For me, like
Straight
if I
up.
don't know you, it's easy for me to beat you up. But I got same
I put these
management, so I
paws
knew
on
a
you if
little
I
bit
have
about
nothing in you.
it. Right. Straight up. So but I think I was able to demonstrate that when I'm on, I'm able to do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? So I can
Mhm,
strike with the best of them. I can grapple with the best of them. I can put it all together, probably the best. You know what I mean? So
mhm.
I think that's right. I was able to because Keith Lee is somebody who hasn't he fought he was undefeated in Bellator. He
Yeah,
fought
yeah.
what is his name? Sean Bunch,
Yep.
Vinicius Zani. So he
Mhm.
fought Sean Bunch, who is an Olympic wrestler, who is
Yeah.
known for his quickness, quick hands. But
Mhm.
he couldn't get Keith West down. Couldn't get him down at
No.
all. He couldn't pin him anywhere. He couldn't control him really. And I remember them asking me that in like the fighter meetings in the beginning. Josh Thompson, because I know his teammates with him. He was like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, so you say you're gonna be you're gonna have the wrestling advantage, but Sean Bunch couldn't get him down, couldn't get a hold of him. What makes you different? Because you would say Sean Bunch has a better wrestling credentials than you, and I'm like, for sure,
Right.
like all automatic. I wouldn't doubt it. Like I look up to, especially wrestling. I look up to Sean Bunch.
Facts.
But at the same
Uh-oh, brother, we just lost your sound. Okay, say it
My bad.
again.
I had a call for a
Oh, there
second.
you
My
go.
fault.
Yeah, no worries.
So Sean Bunch, if you look at Sean Bunch, you look at he has really good boxing, amazing wrestling.
Hmm.
You don't really look at him for a lot of different other stuff. As far as me, you look at me, I got striking, I got grappling, I got kicks, I got a lot of different
Just
things.
go ahead and say it,
Flying
man.
knees.
I'm a mixed martial artist.
I'm a
This is
mixed
what I
martial
do.
artist. Exactly. So if you got two things coming at you, whether if you got like 5, 6 things all coming at you at once, my wrestling as far as my MMA wrestling is a lot better than his because I put it all together a lot better. You know what I mean? I don't mean
Hmm.
to toot my
Hmm.
own horn, but that's what it is. That's what it
Do it,
is.
man. Well, let me ask you this, man, because we did just talk about because Bantamweight at, like I said, in Bellator is nasty right now. Y'all
Yeah.
got and those top five right now, dudes are really there. And again, it's you, your teammate, and then we're talking about Juan Archuleta. How do you feel like right now you really match up with Juan Archuleta, the champ?
So I feel like I match up really well with Juan Archuleta because of the simple fact that Juan Archuleta is he's a cardio freak. So he'll pretty much beat you.
Seriously.
He'll control you with his cardio, make you fight at his pace. Um, at the same time, I don't feel like he's like uh a cut above the rest anywhere, but at the same time, he put it all together with his cardio. It's all wrapped around his cardio. As far as me,
Facts.
my defense is so good, so that I control the fight better from a sense that you're not gonna tire me out because I'm not threatened. I'm not threatened by a lot of stuff
Right.
because I know the threats and I can adapt and I can defend effectively. You know what I mean? So you're
Right.
not gonna get
Right.
big reactions out of me by a lot of moving. Like you're gonna move and I'm gonna stay calm. I'm calm in the
Hmm.
fire. You know, I like I'm
Yeah.
calm in the shootout. So I
Facts.
know for you to hit me, you gotta come close enough for me to hit me, and I'm light enough on my feet that I can keep you in that range of hitting or grappling. So you're as and a lot of people say it like during my fighting me, like it's
Mhm.
different because of the pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm always pressuring. I don't have to be touching you to be pressuring you to be fighting you, and they feel that. So that's why I
Yeah.
feel like
And that says a lot to your
I'm excited.
striking
I
too and
hope
how your
Juan don't
striking
go
is
and watch
developing.
this and change up his style. But at this point, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
No, I mean that's what I'm saying, man. It's seeing you develop, and again, I think you really showed that in the Keith Lee fight. That coming downhill, you weren't really, say you might have touched him a little bit, but it was that constant pressure, and
Exactly.
seeing guys, even in your team, I've seen you guys are starting to be able to weaponize pace a little bit and everything. Like,
Exactly.
how is that going along,
If
and how
if
is
you
the
watch
training been adjusted?
Emmanuel Sanchez is a
That's what I was
G
gonna
at it.
say. Yeah.
Emmanuel Sanchez is a
Oh,
G at it, and I'm learning,
nasty.
constantly from my teammates. So he he
Hmm.
definitely um he definitely, opened my eyes a lot more to it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And like I noticed it before, but I wasn't like really capitalizing on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
definitely, just like you said, downhill. It's a down. All my fights are pretty much downhill fights. Like you gonna pick your poison. And Keith Lee did a good
Facts.
job of like staying at range and trying to pick his shots. But at the end of the day, it's an uphill battle. It's an uphill battle
Yeah.
for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
and you can tell even with that fight, it got to a point in time with him, and I have a lot of respect for Keith. I think he's super dope.
yeah,
But you can tell, especially towards that last round, it was more survival. Like I'm just not
yeah,
trying to get finished. You know what I'm
exactly,
saying? Like,
exactly.
and you saw that coming, and you have that, so you can tell you're breaking these dudes. So, and it kind of brings me to my next thing. You already said you think your teammate's gonna get the chip. You think your
Yep,
teammate's gonna end
I
up
got it.
getting so.
I think so.
That brings the next question. When that
What am I
time
gonna do?
comes, what
Okay.
are you going to do? Sergio Pettis gets the chip. You guys are teammates. What is
Yeah.
Raufeon Stots going to do? Are y'all fighting?
Okay, so this what I figured would be like a good or a good situation. If so Sergio fights next, he fight for the belt. I fight maybe another
Mhm.
top five bantamweight. And
Mhm.
then at
Mhm.
the end of the day, me and Sergio, you know what I'm saying, we can scrap it out. The only
Like
thing
that.
with
Yes,
that
sir.
is I'm probably going like train like I would want I've been training here. He's been training here my whole life. I've been training here my whole life. Like but I don't
Y'all
know.
like, we ain't
Are there
leaving.
rules? Are there rules against us training together if we're gonna fight? Who knows?
I mean,
Because
at the end of the day,
I don't see myself, moving. I love everybody. I love Sergio. I love everybody here.
that would be
The
so interesting.
only reason I would fight Sergio is if there was because that's the other thing. There's a wide variety. There's a good group of people that I can fight. You know what I mean? There's a lot
Oh,
of
yeah.
options for me as far as big fights. So which is
Hmm.
cool. So me and Sergio don't need to fight each other unless there's a belt because there's more
Absolutely.
involved. There's more money involved. There's more things I can do for my family if I have a belt.
Absolutely.
But other than that, you know what I mean. I don't see us fighting. But I mean, I talked to Sergio about it, and I was like, yeah, what's gonna happen, bro, if we if we do? He was like, ah, shit, I guess we'll fight, man.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun fucking fight, you know. So, and I don't see like Sergio is a professional, you know what I'm saying? So
I
it's
love
not
that.
like he's not an emotional invested as far as like he's got to be mad at somebody beat him. He's like a true martial artist, you know what I mean? So I don't think it'd be a problem, but you know, at the same time, we are boys. That's like me fighting my brother, so they're gonna have to play
Yeah,
me
yeah.
for fighting my brother. You know what I mean? You know what I
That's
mean?
true. Well, let me ask you this too, man, because you guys have so many good dudes in that weight class. I mean, shit, you got the tournament going on,
Yeah,
and you got those monsters in the tournament. AJ McKee is a guy that I think is one of the best
yeah,
prospects in the sport.
for
For
sure.
yourself, I know that's a fight that you like in the future. How do you see yourself matching up with either of those guys, and who do you think wins that tournament?
Man, you know, I got Manuel Sanchez. I got the dark horse. Everybody's sleeping on my guy, Manuel Sanchez. Manuel Sanchez taking it home. Mark my words. Mark my
Hey, a
words. He's gonna
monster.
pressure.
His style is another one's gotten so much better, man. His striking is crazy,
Yeah,
and you said it that my man's pace is nuts.
his pace is nuts, and his defense has improved tremendously. If you go back and look at his first couple fights for Bellator and his last like three fights for Bellator, he's a different fighter, and you know, he's a more effective fighter, and that match with his already insane pace is I'm telling you, man, he's gonna be the champion. But I feel like I match up pretty well with as far as like 45. Like I'm a decent size
Yeah,
35. I don't have like a problem
I'm about to
fighting a
say,
35.
brother. I seen them pictures of you a couple days ago. This man
Hey,
got
bro, I
videos
look
coming
big
out
in a
over
bit.
here
Hey,
looking diesel, bro.
no, I'm weighing in.
looking,
I weigh in at about like what was it, 160? I was about
okay,
160 right now.
yeah, yeah.
I feel like I got the weight cut down to where 35 has not been a problem. And I mean, who knows
Mhm.
about the future, but it's not been a problem so far. But at the same time, when I wrestled at 149 and 157. So I know my body
So you're
does
accustomed to
well,
it.
and
You can do that.
yeah, I'm already strong, you know, and I'm strength wise, like I'm strong enough to like hang with like 45s.
Hmm.
You know, I just got put on a little more you know, mass, but my body is, you know, comfortable there. So I
Absolutely.
don't see why I wouldn't be able to go to 45, you know, if I clean
Is
out
that
the division
something
at
that you would
45.
want to do? I'm about to say, would you want to do that? But you definitely want to clean it
Um
out first.
yeah, I definitely want to clean it out. I definitely want to like uh you know, exhaust every resource, or, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure everybody had their shot at me that want a shot at me. At
Right,
my
right.
way. I'm not as far as when I see greatness, I don't the two weight check class thing, I think it adds to legacy, but it's not something that I necessarily is that's not something I'm necessarily
Mhm.
chasing for
Okay, makes sense.
legacy.
Right. Well, let me ask you, dude. I always appreciate your time, man. We always have a good time when you come on.
Hell yeah.
A couple more if we get you out of here, man. You doing a couple things wise, business wise. I'm looking at, bro. I'm seeing
Yeah.
the more of the videos. I'm seeing more of your content. You're getting. Dude, talk to me about your content creation and what you've been working on. Cause fam, you like I said, my man's I got the braids on, looking diesel in pictures and shit. Like, what's up, man?
For
Talk to him.
sure,
Let
man.
the
You
people
know, I've
know.
been doing just this quarantine has kind of opened my eyes to like how my life outside of fighting, you know, should be, as far as like how I should be setting up my business, how I should be setting up
Mhm.
my money, how I should be setting up a future for my not only my son but my family, you know.
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
read a couple books, and I've been, you know, just kind of like educating myself
Right.
on financials, and
Mhm.
I figured this I through reading, I found that as far like, especially being black, um people get paid more for ownership of things than you know, than being employee. Like, people get rich or get wealthy through ownership, you know. And
Hey man, say that again for the people in the back. Let
yeah,
them mugs hear that shit.
people get wealthy through ownership, you know what I mean? So
Facts.
you know, so that's I've been focusing on creating ownership for my family, you know, and that's
There you
something
go.
I've been big on here recently, you know, trying to research and
Yeah.
do a lot of things with that.
Awesome, man. What books have you been reading, man? If
So
you
I
have
read
any
that.
to suggest.
Yeah, I read that. I don't know if I got it over here. The Money Makeover.
Okay, I've heard of that one.
Yep, read that. See what else. Black Entrepreneurship.
Nice.
Uh, what else we got? I also did like some like online classes for like creating businesses.
Dope.
There's this guy, what is his name? The CPA guy or something like that. So I read his little excerpt he did, and then did his
Dope.
like online class to create like some
Yeah,
businesses.
heck yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much
Dope,
kind of
man. Dude, I looked at that helped me out a lot with that kind of online stuff is Pat Flynn. That I know for
Pat
me, I
Flynn.
looked at a lot of yeah, Pat Flynn. He has some really good online classes and stuff that I know I like kind of model some of my stuff after and things like that.
Yeah,
So you should check them out. It's the kind of I think the
bet.
same kind of
Pat
rub.
Flynn.
But dude, you know, I put it like this. Pat Flynn is like Gary V without the ego.
Okay, bet,
That's the best way I could explain, dude. You know what I'm
bet. I'm gonna
saying?
check him out.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Bet.
some good stuff, man. But see, look, you got us over here veering talking about business and shit. We just
Oh snap, my bad. We fight. It's fight. That's fight pass.
no,
Fight
hey,
podcast.
but check it out, man. That one thing I tell people all the time though is I started the Fight podcast. It's not just fights, fam. I'm Black and Puerto Rican.
Yep.
It's as you see, it's not just a like the fight. Yeah, it has an MMA glove on it, but bro, you see, that's the Black Power fist. That's really
Yes,
what it
sir.
is.
Yes, sir.
So it's all about empowering ourselves and having these conversations and enjoying stuff. But from time to time, white people do goofy shit and we have to talk about it. So let's talk about your
Yeah.
boy Ben Askren.
Ben Askren. God damn, Ben Askren. My guy. He my guy though. He my guy.
Yo, what is Ben Askren doing? Yo, here's the
Hey, he
thing. I
boxing,
can't
bro.
stunt. He boxing. He just came off of hip surgery. I have to get your point of view and your perspective
Yes,
on
sir.
this.
Yes,
Ben
sir.
Askren is your teammate. He
Yep.
is for those who do not know, combat athlete wise, Ben Askren is not to fuck with.
Yeah.
He an Olympian, multiple national champion. The dude is a legend. So if everybody would like talking shit about him because of the Jorge thing, I get it, but that means
Yeah.
y'all casuals, y'all don't know.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah.
know. I get it. We're also talking about a guy that y'all didn't even know his name before he retired twice. So
Exactly.
let's just keep it a
Exactly.
beam. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it a big for sure. So
But
my my take. This my take on
there you
it.
go.
So as long as I've been at Rufus Sport, Ben has been. Also, I spent a lot of time with Ben. Outside of fighting, like him and my son are pretty much best friends at this point because they got like a trampoline at their house and like a slide and stuff. So we be going down
Dude,
over
you
there
just
for play
made me
dates.
feel like Ben's a good dude.
He, no, he's
That I like that.
yeah, he's an awesome dude. Like like when I first got to Wisconsin, I've been working for Ben at Ben Askren's Wrestling Academy pretty much
Amazing.
since I got here.
Okay.
So like it was like helping me supplement my income. And I've also started a wrestling academy with Jordan Newman. And
Amazing.
we're teaching at that one. Ben is also, he's like behind the scenes, like giving me advice, like, oh, who you should call out, who you should, you know what I mean? Like he's helping
Dope.
promote me and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm partial, so I'm Ben behind Ben all the way. Ben is a good dude. Just
Yeah.
despite his antics, he's very smart. You know what I mean? And he does things. Everything he does is for a reason. So
Right.
pretty
Right.
much since I've been at Rufus Sport, Ben, I'll tell you this, Ben has never focused on
Okay.
striking. He's never focused on striking. What he has
Which is
focused on,
crazy.
exactly. What he has focused on is striking for MMA. So, striking, that's pretty much gonna get him to what he needs to be successful, which is smart.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As he's like the most efficient, or he's pretty much taking out the stuff that he feels he didn't need at all, and just
Right.
focusing on what he needs to succeed. And it was very successful. He was 19-0.
Yeah, absolutely.
At one time the best welterweight, in the world.
Mhm. People
arguably.
forget he dragged Douglas Lima, and
Yeah,
I consider Douglas Lima one of the best welterweights in the world today, and he
yeah,
dragged Dustin
yeah.
Douglas.
And then what I feel Ben's downfall was that worked for him so well that he didn't feel a need to change as the sport was changing. In
Hmm.
wrestling, he realized this. He realized, the sport of wrestling changes, and that's the other thing with Ben. Ben at the time he was going over to the UFC, most of his time
Hmm.
invested is for his aspirin academy and some of the other things that he was doing. So he
Oh,
didn't
okay,
put
yeah,
in
I
he
can see
didn't
that.
put in the work. He didn't put in as much work to be at the top, but he was like competing with
Hmm.
some of the best.
The best of the best,
So
yeah.
so that being said, I think Ben is very smart, and I think Ben is gonna focus on the things he's a realist, and he's gonna focus
Hmm.
on the things that he needs to focus on to have the best outcome for him. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I believe Ben. I feel like he's really very very smart. So I'm gonna bet on Ben. You know what I mean? I bet on Ben to win. Because I don't think he's gonna get caught up in and being something he's not, pretty
I
much. Like it's
I
in
can,
it's a
hey,
boxing match, but I feel like Ben is he's gonna find a way not to be a boxer.
bro, you have no idea. You have put my mind at ease. That that made me feel
But
so much
also he's
better.
like very smart, so he's not, he's for the casuals out there, you want to keep them, thinking they getting a
Facts,
certain thing.
facts.
So
Oh, dude, I mean, he's
that's how I feel.
hilarious. Just watching him with pulling. He got the bag at the gym now with Buddy's
Yeah,
face on
man,
it,
he's
all beat
hilarious.
up.
He is
Fam, I was giggling my ass
hilarious.
off.
Every
And
time
you
I
know
get a
what thing
thin notification, I'm like, yes.
yeah.
I seen him, bro. I seen him at the gym after I seen it on fucking I seen he was fighting Jake Paul, and I was like, oh shit. And then I seen him walk out the gym. I'm like, oh my God, Ben, you don't know how happy my heart is to see like you here, bro. Let's fucking go, bro. Let's go.
That's I mean, you know it. The moment that fight was announced, but people know I hit you up. I hit you up like,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Bro. No, I was happy as shit when he got that.
That's that's hilarious, man. Well, brother, look, man. I always appreciate your time, bro. When are we going to see you in the cage next?
Man, so the management team is in contact with Bellator. As soon as Bellator is opening up, as soon as they're
Mhm,
starting to do shows again, I should
mhm.
be pretty close on the top of the list. So I'm
Amazing.
trying to get in there. I'm chomping at the bit,
There
trying
it
to
is.
train my ass off, being ready for anybody. So yeah, hopefully soon as
And
they
and la
as soon as
and
they make announcement to start cards, man, I'm with it.
and last but certainly not least, when will Raufeon Stots hold that bantamweight belt around his waist?
I'm thinking
Let him know.
realistically, one or two fights. So probably 2022, I would think. Being
There it is.
what do you call that? Like if it goes at or moderately like I think it's supposed to go.
Mhm. That's
So
what's up. No, dude, I cannot wait, brother. It is what it is. As always, man, thank you so much for your time, man. I appreciate you, bro. Where can they find you? Tell them about the academies, everything you're working on. Where
yeah.
can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok now. Raufeon
Bro,
Stots.
I saw you hitting the June bug. I
Ah, the
seen you
June
hitting
bug
that
shot.
mug, boy.
I got loose lips. um, yeah, you can find me on there at Raufeon Stots, RAUFEON STOTS. Also, what else? Oh, I like to thank my I got a sponsor, Twin J. I just did a camp out there in Nebraska with them, little
Dope.
mini camp. Yeah, and also Perfect Sports. I'd like to thank them, Combat Corner, DC Mouth Guards. Appreciate the support.
Absolutely, man. No, Combat Corner has great gear. I love their stuff, man.
Hell
If I
yeah.
said Combat Corner, holla at us. What's up?
Holla at us. Holla at us. You trying to be
All
an
right, well,
ambassador?
my brother. What was that?
I say you trying to be an ambassador?
Oh, hell yeah. I
Let me
rock all
see
this stuff.
ambassador
Heck
duties or
yeah.
something they said.
Yeah, shoot it to me, bro. I'll rep their
Bet,
stuff, man. I love their stuff. I've used their I used to spar with their gloves.
bet. I seen the link.
I appreciate you, my brother. I appreciate
Yes,
you,
sir.
man. Well, brother Raufeon Stots, always a pleasure. Hey, you know we're gonna do this again sometime, man. I cannot wait. Much success, continued success to you and the fam. Can't wait to see you next time, man. Out here competing.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother.
Yes, sir. Be easy, man. Appreciate you.
All
That is
right.
my guy, Raufeon Super Stots. All right, everybody. Always a pleasure, man, having Raufeon Stots on the show, man. The dude is an absolute monster. I'm always so grateful with his time, man. I really appreciate him. For everyone who's watching live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, I appreciate you guys. Yes, that is still a Christmas tree directly behind me. I like Christmas. I don't give a fuck. I'll probably take it down before New Year's though, or not New Year's, Valentine's Day. It is what it is. Love you guys. We'll see you next time right here on the Fight Podcast. And this is episode 263. I'm your boy, Serg VICENTE. Deuces.